welcome to the Four Flat Fam show. This time, truly with all four Flat Fams. Previously, in the previous episode, there was only three of us, and some of you
Well,
have asked where was our last one. So here I
uh,
am. Haha.
for me, Ramadan is a month of forgiveness, of holiness, and a month of mercy. It's a month of blessings. We do things in Ramadan that we do in, of course, other months also, but we intensify it. Like maybe the good deeds. You read the Quran, you solat sunat, tahajjud, taubat, salat hajat, things like that. You do more of those things in Ramadan. You make yourself closer to God, essentially. I think that's what we mean by
Oh,
Ramadan.
even
Uthman
like
is,
the last Ramadan,
yeah, I
like
celebrated with Anas as well.
Rafiq
Yo,
was in your room the whole month.
Oh yeah, you camped in our room lah.
Ramadan last year was
Then
No,
good, man.
Sim
because
was there.
you
I
guys would wake me up at 4 a.m. with that song.
Oh, that song.
I was from Bilal, man. I was from Bilal. I went to Uthman every single day.
We
Every single
camped in
day.
our rooms.
The most memorable experience was I once ate 50 cent for
During
sahur.
Ramadan. What?
Yeah, I once ate 50 cent, like this big, during sahur. I don't know what I did at the time. I was a kid.
What?
Why?
Why you guys are so shocked?
we all
Why you guys are...
no, people
Nobody
eat
has.
like Coco Crunch or bread. You know, you eat 50 cents.
Did you
I was
think
a
it tastes
pity.
good?
The metallic taste was nice. I don't know. I was a kid at the time.
No, like did you swallow it?
It was on my throat for a while. Then I throw it out.
What the hell?
So you
When I was like 5 or 6. So again, Ramadan. So I think it was like 30 minutes before before iftar.
Hmm.
And then I was watching TV. And then I don't know how or why, but I ate twisties, like snacks. Ate them just like that. And then my mom asked, "What did you eat?" And I said, I cried. I said, I didn't eat. Mana nak makan. But then like my hands like full of all the dust from twisties and all
you
that.
got caught red-handedly, huh?
Literally.
Exactly, man. Like literally.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
you were 5, man.
Bro, what was your punishment, bro?
Punishment. I mean,
No punishment.
What,
no
what,
punishment.
what did you
I
have?
mean, he was
Did you have to
fine.
sit in the corner like Rafiq or?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Have to.
apparently, I
Sorry.
think
The time difference is really different from Malaysia. So in Malaysia, we would have subuh from maybe 5:30 to 6, maybe sahur
Yeah.
until subuh 5:30 to 6, and then we'll berbuka at around 7 to 7:30. But over there, the times of dawn and dusk are very different. So it could go up to like long periods of time where you'd have to fast 11 hours, 12 hours in winter when the nights are summer when the days are long, and during winter when the days are short, you can fast up to 4 or 5 hours for the community.
I mean, definitely, man, because once you are outside, you don't have anybody except your family and friends. So those are the people that you would just bond every time, and especially in the month of Ramadan, where you would want to gather together, to break the fast together. Because I think that would be like one of the most memorable moments, lah. Because you don't have anybody except your family and friends there. Like imagine you are like thousands kilometers away from like your hometown, and all you have are them, and that is like very priceless for me. If you guys remember, Astro Oasis, they used to do a live stream of Tarawih at Masjidil Haram.
Right.
So I used to stay up just to watch that Tarawih live stream. Because of course when we were small, we were listening to stories of people going to Umrah and Hajj, looking at the Kaaba directly. So that was like the closest way to look at Kaaba during that time lah, because there was no internet and everything. So like I was amused because I mean, to pray Tarawih at Masjidil Haram will always be one of my uh my goals lah in my life. I think.
There's this one time, I think it's during Tarawih. I think I don't remember. Is it Form 3 or Form 2 or Form 1? I don't quite remember. But one thing that happened was you know, the Imam, that he was reciting the Al-Fatihah and all, and I think he missed an ayat or something. So you know, like how if you do some mistake in your solat or something, like the makmum can tegur you with like Subhanallah, right?
Yeah.
You know, but there is this one guy, he he straight up shouted like Allahu Akbar. He straight up
Sorry.
he straight up shouted Allahu Akbar, man. And you know, like
Like,
all the
well,
girls.
was there like there were how many rows?
No,
Oh, boy.
it's full, like, because everyone have to tarawih in surau, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, was
So, like,
that guy Bilal or what?
No, he's like on the far edge of the corner. It's like so far. It's like, and then he's like Allahu Akbar, and you know, like the girls at the back is like. So the girls at the back thought that rukuk lah. So everyone's like, oh,
We had a full plate of kambing. It was so big.
Exactly.
Oh,
And then, like,
so gila. And it was so
I ate for
good.
5 minutes. What?
He was
It was
taking
so good.
revenge, you know.
It was
He was
so
taking
good.
revenge.
I
I
ate
queued
I
up
ate
for
for
1
5 minutes.
hour. I need to take a mountain of kambing, you know.
And then I ate for 5 minutes, did TikTok, and then it's already gone. So one thing to note is to see, first of all, where is the state located.
Yeah.
Because in the US, it's pretty much works that way. Different region has different kind of mentality. So in my case, I was in the Northeastern, in Massachusetts, Boston, and the people are fairly more liberal and are more open towards religion, and there were lesser cases of violent racism reported there, if there's ever at all.
Yes.
So I was living in a town which is 30 minutes south of Boston, and it's actually a place for many immigrants, basically, including the Arabs, the Indians. So I was very lucky because I had around 3 halal butcher shop within 15 minutes radius from my house. How it's very easy not to get too tired. As a matter of fact, this one time it was Ramadan and I had PE. I played basketball like crazy, man. But then I was able to survive until the day. So yeah, during lunchtime I would just sit at the library and not eat. Even though it's closed, the librarian understands my situation. They had no problem.
Podcast on YouTube.
So like, are we the reason you're more open now? Ooh.
I mean, of course, there's a lot of reasons, but yeah,
Oh,
you guys
you lah.
definitely.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
man. All right, man. I'll head out, man.
Okay, man.
Okay.
I'm out, man. Ciao, ciao.
I'm out,
Dude,
man. I'm
dude,
out.
Like, you can have this
Okay.
podcast all by yourself, dude. Like,
man, what? Of course, lah. You guys have a lot in apa.
Oh,
helping
thank
me
you, man.
oh,
getting comfortable.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thing that I think is rather disappointing that I saw there was that in the masjid for the female there's actually a specific room for the higher class ladies to pray
Oh,
in, so they
like
don't mix
VIP?
with the other.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? What?
that's a thing. Like my
How
mom saw
do
it.
you
Yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
go inside the higher class?
I have
What?
no idea. Maybe if you are okay. So the thing is, they are basically private, so they depend a lot on donations.
Oh. So it's
So
like
they're not-
buying a member pass.
So it's
Yeah,
very,
it's not like
it's
that,
very
but-
capitalistic in nature.
But I mean, okay, certainly if you donate more, you will have better reputations, and yeah, maybe you get that,
Oh, yeah.
that access. I don't know.
Like,
But it's
But
supposed to be
it's
like,
Funder
supposed to
It's
lah.
kind of
Yeah.
disappointing. Like that's not the point of Solat Jemaah. It is
yeah.
it's supposed to be
Everyone-
everyone mingling around.
I guess
So
when
yeah,
you have
that's-
like Western ideologies, but you're Muslim, you kind of like try to mix the two together, because like over there, I can imagine that it's not as good as a community as in Malaysia or other Muslim countries where
Yeah,
people
man.
want to donate just for the sake of donating and not for the reputation, right? I know was it
Check
was
out,
good.
check out Wazer Dude, man. Wazer
Yeah.
Dude, check out.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Wazer
you.
Dude.
Yeah,
Our
man.
UIA vlogger, man.
Very nice, very nice.
Subscribe to him.
Really just depend on where you are. And I think the scary thing is that there are technically no borders in between states. So these individuals with different mindsets can just go to a different state. You know, you can have a very extremist person just go into Boston and start spreading their propaganda, spreading their hate as well. And that, I think that's the scariest part. I think I remember reading this one article about the UK, how the Islamophobia was so bad that they were assaulted with acid and like on runaway drivers and stuff. It was really horrible what they can do. I think in New Zealand, like Anas pointed out, it's very moderate in a sense where a lot of the people there are very, when they're sober at least, they're very accepting and they're very nice. But most of the time there is this some of the time now you'll see a lot of people, you know, taking drugs, and sometimes they can go out of their mind a bit and they can start kind of looking and being scary. But that's most likely the minority there. A lot of the people there are very open-minded and they're pretty cool with y'all.
Got it, like racist jokes, but like not too extreme.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it
Oh.
family friendly.
This one I made to my friend. Okay.
Oh,
So I asked them, why can't America play chess? What do you guys think is the answer?
Wait, what? Why can't America play what?
Chess.
wait,
Chess.
let's think for a bit. Why can't America play chess?
Why can't America play chess?
Yeah, why?
Because oh, wait a second. No. It's something to do with okay, never mind.
The piece.
Right.
Because,
Just tell us the
Yeah.
answer.
The boom.
Say,
because
man,
they
say.
because they lost 2 towers.
What?
I
I'm sorry.
What? Man, I'm out.
yeah.
I mean, okay. To be fair,
I'm out.
I want that. To be fair, I warned them it's gonna be expensive. So they were
Damn,
cool.
you made
Bro.
that joke?
It's
Wow.
like another 9/11, man. If you go to the subway, or we call them metro there, everyone is holding Quran, like the physical one. All same color, like the green one. Everyone is reading it. If you go to the stores, if you go to the streets, everyone is reading it. And the thing about Egypt, right, is the culture. Because, for example, if I go to like a chowkit there, it's called like Khan Khalili there, to buy jubah or anything. If I go there and I want to pray, I'll just tell the shop owner, and I want to pray here. He'll give me sajadah and I'll just pray at their shop. Just like that. Like in the middle of his shop. Even like if the time comes, if the time of prayer comes, all of them would pray Jama'ah in front of their shop during Ramadan. So the culture there is very different, and they are celebrating Ramadan as if it's Raya in Malaysia. Because in Malaysia, we could see that we don't really celebrate Ramadan because there, they lit up the pelita since the first day of Ramadan. They have their own pelita, their kind of lights. So in Malaysia, they only like 7 days before Raya, they would lit up the pelita and all.
Yeah.
I think you guys should come to Egypt and try, because the culture and also the if you guys stop in the red light, you would see people giving you free foods. Just like sedekah, give like yogurt or bread for iftar lah, because the pahala of giving foods for iftar is big, so everyone knows that. And even if you guys see everywhere, there would be free foods for iftar for like the needy or for everyone. It's called Ma'idatul Rahman. In Malaysia, they are trying to do that also, but it doesn't really happen, because I think it's the mindset. Because in Malaysia, we always want to have our iftar at home or at a restaurant, not like at a free place or something.
Everyone here knows murtabak, right?
Yeah.
Curry or bawang, man.
Bawang all the way.
Curry.
Oh no!
Yo,
No!
caramelized.
No!
Bawang is
No!
so good.
That
Oh my
bawang
god.
is red in color.
Dude,
Bro, there's
if you wanna eat murtabak with curry, might as well get roti canai, right? Might as well get
No,
pesek,
no.
right?
Got meat
Okay,
in
Right.
it.
Okay, like using the same like logic. There's bawang in the murtabak, so just eat the murtabak, man.
Dude, it's
Okay, wait.
different. I eat bawang.
Who's team bawang? Raise your hand. Okay.
Yo, man, you're alone, man.
Two.
Hey,
You're
hey.
alone, man.
I mean,
Picky.
I eat plain. I don't eat with mamam
What?
curry.
Okay. I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm out.
Hey,
I'm out.
Picky,
I'm out.
I know.
I'm out.
I know the things with bawang.
I know what Rafiki eat murtabak with ketchup, man. He ate it with ketchup.
Yeah, man.
Tomato
Come on,
or
man.
Tomato
Apa?
ketchup, bro.
No, he puts
If fries,
Marmite
yeah,
on top
tomato.
of it. He's like, oh, Marmite.
If,
Oh,
ket-
lovely.
if fries, I would do with ketchup.
mustard? Oh,
Dude, you never had hot dog.
How is Ramadan as a vegetarian? Ilya?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
yes.
Hmm?
Please answer. This is the last question before we.
What do I eat? I eat vegetables. I eat plants. No lah. I eat
Duh.
vegetables. So the easiest vegetables I can cook are potatoes and mushrooms. Then I maybe chop up some chilies. I chop up some peppers, and then I make something. I can make nasi goreng. Nasi goreng vegetarian.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.